Hi friends, welcome back to Diddy's Kitchen. Today I am going to experiment. I've started this low carb eating plan. Well, no, I'm sorry. I didn't just start it. I've been on it now almost a month. I started August 28th and I have been craving fried chicken. So I've done a little research. I've looked at a couple of videos online. And I'm going to tweak their recipes and make it my own. I'm going to start off. I'm only going to do 2 or 6 drumsticks since I'm experimenting. I don't want to subject my family to my experiment, so I will not do an entire package. So I have 6 drumsticks. In my family, we always rinse off our meat, so I've already rinsed it off. Some people rinse it off with vinegar. I didn't do that, but I did rinse it off very well. So I'm going to get that set up first. It's my favorite all-purpose seasoning. It has black pepper, garlic, what else? Sea salt, garlic, and black pepper. So if you do not have an HEB near you, just know the ingredients: sea salt, garlic, and black pepper. It's all mixed in together. I'm going to use about a teaspoon or 2. Honestly, I don't measure. I only measure for you guys. So I'm going to estimate. About a teaspoon of that, and I'm going to use this again for something else. I need some white pepper. Just sprinkles. I'm going to use some poultry seasoning. Use a little paprika. That's more so for the color. I'm using gourmet Italian because it has all of the Italian seasoning, basil, oregano, and others. Because I don't have any separate, so let's put some of that on there. Not that I want Italian flavors, but I need those spices. Cardamom. I used that already. This is just me. A lot of people don't like the heat, but I'm going to put a little bit because I do. I say cayenne. Might be cayenne. Might be cayenne. I don't know. So don't quote me on pronouncing it. Just a little bit. You guys know I always cook with Creole. Tony Chachere's Creole original. Sprinkle 2 in there, and do a squeeze of lemon. That's optional. I'm experimenting, but I squeeze the lemon. And I forgot, there's one more thing I like. Worcestershire sauce. I can never say that, so don't quote me. Like that. Just a pinch. I don't know if you guys have heard me say this before. Salt really scares me, so I'm very stingy with it. I'll use it sparingly. 2 little pinches, and that's all for me. If someone wants salt on theirs, they can have it. I'm going to mix this in real well. Make sure it's all seasoned. Coat it very well. I'm going to let that sit while I get my flour and my grease together, okay? While the chicken is marinating in the spices, take about 10 minutes. Ideally, it would be nice to have it marinate for about minimum 4 to 6 hours, but I don't have that kind of time. Even better overnight, but at least 10-15 minutes. So while that's marinating, I'll get everything set up. Normally I would do a bowl and get my hands in there with the flour, but that's a lot of going back and forth to the sink, so I'm going to go old school on you. My mom, my late mom, she used to fry chicken, and she would put her flour in a brown paper bag. So ask your grandparents about that. Ask your mom. I'm 54, so if your mom is around my age, ask her if her parents or her mom used a brown paper bag. So I'm going to try that. Remember I said I'm experimenting. So I'm going to put my flour batter in here. And since I'm doing low carb for me, I'm not a strict keto person. I'm more low carb. I try and keep my meals between 50, around 50. On my cheat days, about 100. So I'm going to use a little bit of coconut flour. It has 9 total carbs per 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to put that in my bag. 1. 2. 3. And 4. He used protein powder instead of flour because flour has so many carbs. So he did a video where he used protein powder. He said make sure it's 100% whey. This doesn't say 100% whey. I couldn't find any 100% whey. So I'm using this. So I'm going to use about 2 cups of this protein powder. Might have a sweet flavor. I can smell this vanilla. I'll order the unflavored for my next go round. Making a mess. Most people will probably just go straight for the batter and dip it in this plain mix here. I'm going to put some seasoning in here because I like my batter seasoned. So I'm going to go back and I am going to measure. Put some of my allspice in there. Just half a tablespoon. I'm going to use a tablespoon of this. Sure, I used thyme on my chicken, but it will be in here. I'm just going to sprinkle thyme, probably a half a teaspoon. Use a little white pepper, sprinkle 2 shakes of that. 3 shakes of that. Let's use my cardamom. Italian choice spice blend, 3, and a little cayenne pepper. I'm also going to use a little baking powder, just a little, about half a teaspoon. I want to take my bag and I want to shake this and mix it up very well. And you know what? I didn't think about it. I'm going to go get a plastic bag and stick this in there because I don't know how strong this bag is because I did get it from the dollar store. Just in case this isn't sturdy enough for all my shaking and baking with chicken, I'm going to put it in this bag. Alright? Just like how my mom used to do. What's something that I forgot to put in here? The salt. Literally a pinch. Maybe 2. And that's it. Because I'm so good salt. Alright. Next, I should probably do this. This is my first time using this. For low carb, they say this is a better grease to fry in. So again, I am experimenting. I have never used this before. It's rendered duck fat, additional. And it has, look at this. Where is it again? 0%, 0 grams of carbs. Now, I probably should have bought 3 of these because I don't know if this is enough to fry my chicken. I'm trying to deep fry and it doesn't look like it, but we're going to go for it. Now, I'm going to make my egg batter. So, 2 eggs. Eggs. I'm going to do the YouTubers that I watch. The secret ingredient for extra crunchiness is club soda. I'm 54 years old and I tell you I had never heard of that before. But here's the thing in life, you always got to be willing to learn and be adventurous. I learned about this and now I'm going to be adventurous and try it myself. So there's a half. I'm going to use a half a can of club soda. I'm mixing in the old school. My mom used to fry the chicken in buttermilk. So, for the record, I don't think I did too well in chemistry in high school, so I hope we don't have an explosion with buttermilk and club soda. We're about to see. Half a cup. No explosion, okay, good deal. I'm going to sprinkle some of this poultry seasoning in my egg wash. Some of this all-purpose. I like my chicken very flavorful. That was about a 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to put some of this baking powder in there. Let's do half a teaspoon. It says a teaspoon, I'm going to do half a teaspoon. Probably a half. I'm going to turn on my grease on medium high, not too high, because I've never cooked in duck fat before, and I don't know, but medium high anyway. Shouldn't see any egg. I want it all blended in well with the club soda and the buttermilk. Now what you want to do so that your batter sticks, you want to put your chicken in your batter. I'm going to try and do 2 pieces. I really don't want to use my hand, but I'm going to keep one hand clean, okay? One dirty. So that's 1 in the batter. And then 2. Open up. I've coated it. Now I'm going to dip it in the batter and then back into the flour. Whoa. Coat. My grease is ready, so I need to hurry up. Here, back in the bag. Trying to keep my hand clean. Coat. Turn the fire down to medium. Alright, chicken legs take about, I want to say 13 minutes to fry. Uh-oh, I done got both hands dirty. And the pot is low. Alright, I'll be honest with you. First batch, all of the batter came off. I watched the other videos, they did flour. Well, it all came off, so I'm going to go back to my old school way of teaching. It's usually batter first. But I'm glad that happened because it allowed me to taste the crust, and it wasn't seasoned enough, so I'm going to go back to old school. This isn't a healthy salt at all, but I'm going to put a little bit of salt in it and add a little more of my Tony's. So I'm going to do the way my mom taught me. I do batter first, then flour. Turn it on back up. the stove back on. The gas stove is tripping. Alright, back here. Cover it. I'm just going to do one coat since I'm using this new flour too. Which is good. I put this bag in the plastic bag because it all tore up. Let's see. I'll do one and see what a double batter looks like. Put it back over here. Cover it with this flour that all came out the bag. Chicken is so messy. Let's see. I'll do one batter. This one has one. Let's see if it comes off now. Do not do this at home. I really needed more grease to deep fry it, so that's what I'm trying to do. Because I think having a little grease causes the crust to fall off. And I know it's not done, so I'll probably put it in the oven. I don't know if I like that grease. I think I'm going to go cheat and just use regular oil. So what do? Do I add some regular cooking oil to there and see what happens? I'm experimenting. It's an experiment, so why not, right? I didn't have enough to fry that. Alright guys, this experiment is not going too well, and it's probably because I didn't follow directions with the type of oil. Trying to be super low carb or healthier, not so much low carb because looking at this is low carb too. But trying to use super healthier oils. I'm going to go back to directions and use vegetable oil. My duck grease oil, I put in another pot. So I wonder if I can mix the two. This is all I have, and I really don't think that's enough to deep fry. So I'm going to mix a little bit, and let's see what happens. Hey, you guys want real cooks, not the fake and shake. So this is what happens. Go back to the drawing board. So half and half. Let's try that. Let's see if I can get a better texture. The first drumstick, I stuck it in the oven because it got too brown too soon, and I know it's not done. So I have it in the oven on 400 for about 15 to 17 minutes. Alright gang, what I've done, I've added some more of that protein powder in there and a little more seasoning. I mixed about 1 3/4 cup of vegetable oil and about a half a cup of the duck oil. So let's see what happens now. It's already brown, but notice that the batter did not come off. So I need to switch the oil. this will have to run the oven too. It's cooking too fast. And I have it on medium. So this protein powder browns much faster than regular flour. And it's browner than I like my chicken. So I'm going to take it out and know that it will go in the oven and cook more. But it is crispy. So I got to figure out the temperature wise so that it doesn't brown so quickly. Okay, let's turn that on. Alright, I'm turning this burner down. I think it has something to do with the duck fat. I'm not going to subject my family to my low-carb fried chicken that's in the oven cooking thoroughly so that I can devour it. So I've gotten some all-purpose flour for my 24-year-old who loves fried chicken. Turn this down to smoking. These are a little dark, but the crust stayed on. So I really should change out the grease, but I don't have any more grease in my cabinet, so I gotta use this dark grease. And I have 2 more drumsticks to go, so I'll probably just stick those in the oven and broil them. Because I really don't like dark, very dark fried chicken. But I'll do my 24-year-old 3 pieces of traditionally fried using this club soda, because that was the whole purpose of the experiment. Club soda, but I mixed it with buttermilk. And he's very honest with flavor, so he'll tell me how it tastes. And I know I said about 13 minutes for drumstick, but one of my first jobs as a teenager was working at this place called Tinsley's Chicken. And they used to cook the chicken, I think if I remember, 9 or 10 minutes. I'm going to do drumsticks 9 or 10 minutes and hope they're done. Alright guys, I tell you, today was truly adventurous. It was challenging. This one here is the protein powder mixed with coconut flour. As you see, it's very dark. It's much darker than traditional fried chicken. I actually had to take it and put it in the oven. You guys recall back in the video to make sure that it's cooked on the inside, so I hope it is when I bite into it. And this is the club soda, buttermilk, vegetable oil mixed with duck fat, and fried in all-purpose flour, which is something I would normally fry in when I'm not trying to count my carbs. So I can actually say that the club soda wet batter tweak with buttermilk worked. It's very crunchy. So I'm going to taste this just so you'll know that I'm a very honest person. I'm not going to fake with you. Let's see what it tastes like. On a scale of 1 to 3, as far as appearance, it's too dark for me. going to give appearance a 3. It looks crunchy, so it could psychologically satisfy the urge to have fried chicken. So let's see. Here goes. Ready? Let's go. It's actually good. Better than it looks. Okay. Taste? I give it 4. One more bite. Okay. It worked. This one, I'm going to take a bite. I'm not supposed to, but I'm going to. Just one little bite. So this, as far as taste, I give it 4. It could work. Look how crispy that is. Good. Peace. Have a great evening. Or day if it's day wherever you are in this beautiful world. Bye. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.